Why Thetans mock up? This question has been the most plaguing one in Dianetics and Scientology. This question has been the most plaguing one in history of clearing. The only way a Thetan ever gets into trouble, the only way he can get trapped or become part of a cluster, is by mocking up and making pictures of bad experiences. And why record all bad experiences? This too is not good sense. One can explain it by saying that the Thetans become bored and have a yearning for event or excitement. Or that the Thetans mock up pictures as an aberrated form of havingness. Other ways can be invented to explain why the Thetans compulsively mock up bad pictures, but these do not factually lead to a total solution to the compulsion. The real reason stems from a basic characteristic of the Thetans, and that is, a Thetan never totally gives up. There is, seemingly, a streak of resistance or resentment that makes a Thetan wish to persist in the same place or location. If he cannot, he will do so covertly. The definition of power is the ability to hold a position in space. Power comes from the ability to occupy a point. In an electrical generator, the base that separates two terminals must be firm, or there will be no exchange of energy or power generated. The effort to weaken a Thetan is to make him relinquish his point in space. Covertly or overtly, a Thetan seeks to assert his position in space. If he cannot do so overtly, he does so covertly or mentally. When a Thetan is moved unwillingly from a point or position, he even then refuses to give up that point and mocks it up mentally. He also mocks up the events of his departure as a part of the action of mocking up the point he is leaving. This, unwittingly, gives him a picture, an engram. Just ahead of any engram, there must be an effort to retain a position, and there must be a point or location Thetan mocked up. This is true. You can blow an engram without running it by spotting its first point in space and time. In a secondary, where did you first hear of the loss, is a vital question. In a contact assist, getting a person to touch again the point where he was hurt with what was hurt will blow the engram. Getting a person to locate areas, locations, had or not safe produce blows of engrams without running them. Exact and accurate dating sometimes blows an engram. Those times when it does not, it should blow when the location is exactly spotted. Implants and traps were done mainly to keep Thetans out of an area. The Thetan, resenting and resisting, mocks up the place anyway and so implants himself. A Thetan too easily substitutes a mental mock-up for a point in the real universe. One could also say that a Thetan, by mocking up, warns himself against certain points in space or areas in the physical universe. Anxiety is solely not Thetan able to be certain places, and not Thetan able to be where one is, either. Making people leave is the most unpopular action, unless one also frees them to be anywhere. Jail denies a Thetan all spaces, except where he has been placed. Note that the Thetans are made very miserable in jail. Jailing is a sure way to make confirmed criminals, and also to make them crazy as well. Any Thetan, stuck in an engram, is asserting the effort to be at and hold the point where he was hit. At the beginning of that engram. An engram therefore is a refusal to leave a place, at which force was exerted to drive one away. Reversely, one can refuse to be held at a place where one does not wish to be. But this is a negation of a place, not as of it and its time. Power of choice over where one is, and where one is not, is thus a key to engrams. Finally, Finally, a Thetan mocks up because he covertly refuses to abandon a location under duress. And not is the place where he does not wish to be but must. Using these facts, one can blow engrams without running them. Some sample questions. What point, location, is unsafe? What location could you have held absolutely? Where did you first get an intimation of danger? What place would you rather not be in? What effort would it take to hold that location? Working with this, you will see a door open to a higher level than Dianetic R3R. But realize that it is only for a high-level Thetan. Thank you for following this video. See you next time. Ciao.